Hello and welcome to more Modern Cube. They added more swords. What does this one do? Sword of Truth and Justice, 3 mana. Deals combat damage to a player, put a counter on any creature you control, then proliferate. That seems bad. What do we want from this pack? We could take Chromatic Lantern. I think Coalition Relic does that job, but just better because this is plus 2 mana, this is only plus 1 mana. Chromatic Lantern is great when like your mana is really ambitious, but then that's just not a good deck. So I could take Coalition Relic. I could take Needleverge Pathway. I've just been loving red in this cube, but I think I've drafted enough red. I guess I should also point out I've trophied the last 2, so it would be cool to get a trophy streak going. We can trophy with Coalition Relic though, right? There's enough. Wow, Nyx Bloom Ancient. Oh boy, that is one way to trophy. It's not a way to trophy. Probably don't take this card if you're trying to win. If you're trying to have fun like Banefiring people, that seems like a blast. I think the optimal line was first pick Beaumont Courier, then take Monastery Swiftspear. I'm looking at Fatal Push. Just having cheap interaction if you are going to be like a multicolor control deck is very important, and I think this is probably the best card here. Shark Typhoon is also very good. Goes well in a big mana deck like things that would play Coalition Relic, so I could see taking Shark Typhoon as well. Oddly enough, I think blue is relatively underpowered in Modern Cube, just because being reactive is not where you want to be. I think I'm going to take the Fatal Push. I may come to regret this, but that's okay with me. Here we could take Arid Mesa, Keranos, Elspeth Conquers Death, a Braid, maybe a Phyrexian Arena if we do want to go like black Coalition Relic. I mean, this does let us cut black. You know, let's take a Phyrexian Arena. Okay. This card seems so bad, but I guess it's good with like the reanimation package I've seen a couple cards for. I like Nahiri, I like Goblin Crater Maker, Niv Mizzet, it's fun. Glass Casket's okay. Yeah, just cheap removal is really where it's at. Okay, there's a Lava Coil, there's a Fabled Passage, Hazoret. I don't think Vampire Hexmage is great. I mean, we could have backdoored into aggro somehow. We take Porcelain Legionnaire here and just start beating down. Or we take Godless Shrine and go black-white. I think I'm going to take Godless Shrine and stay open a little bit. Because I don't love Lava Coil. It's just like a worse Flame Slash most of the time. Legionnaire is good, but I don't quite want to draft aggro. Let's just take Godless Shrine. Bloodstained Mire can grab Godless Shrine. That does help with the mana. There's Grist, Quarantine Field, Rekindling Phoenix. I'm just going to take the mana, stay open a little bit, figure it out. There's Polluted Delta. We just want to go super deep. I do like Yawgmoth. Aether Sphere Harvester can keep you alive. Go for the Throat is pretty good. Let's just keep taking mana here. Get a complete idea of what is open. Gideon going that late is probably a good sign. I like Flame Spill, Grim Lavamancer and whatnot, but Gideon is insane. And that tells me white is probably open. We do have 3 white sources, so we could end up black-white here. But regardless, this and then Skymarch Aspirant was also in that pack too. So hopefully whoever we're passing to ignores the Aspirant, and then we can get rewarded pack 2 by having all these white cards. Okay, so we wield Sun Titan. We wield Beaumont Courier as well. I guess we're supposed to be red-white, and in that case I'll take a Needleverge Pathway, because Beaumont Courier is fine, but I think the mana is a little bit more important if we're trying to like fit Gideon into the mix as well. Wow, they weren't kidding. There's a Monastery Swiftspear. There's also Windbrisk Heights. I kind of like Windbrisk Heights. It seems like we're getting paid off, like our color is open. White typically makes a lot of tokens, and just having a land that can draw you cards. Yeah, red-white, alright. Well, probably not playing a Relic. Probably not playing Arena. I may splash a Fatal Push. I could take Elspeth Conquers Death, just because it's a really good card and go a little bit bigger. Selfless Spirit is also fantastic though, so it's really hard to say. I think we're going to go with ECD and go a little bit bigger with white, because it, like, this lets us have the highest chance of playing cards we already have. We could wield Nahiri, that is red-white as well, and that would be really solid. And like, Mardu Control sounds more fun to me than Mardu Aggro. I've just drafted black-red aggro a couple times now, and I'm down to do something a little bit different. Ooh, there's Nahiri. Okay, so yeah, we are definitely set up to be in a good deck. I love Revel Arc too, but being able to like snipe artifacts and tapped creatures, oh my gosh. With this deck, I don't think we're going to be going with Hazoret. We're just going to take a Lava Coil. Just go a little bit more controlling, but we have literally everything. Phoenix is a really good evasive threat, but I actually like Bonfire and this. Yeah, so we're drafting red. I mean, I think the win rate would be maximized if we went red aggro and took Phoenix and the other cards. This is just a little bit more fun. So give Lingering Souls, and that's why. But there's Big Elspeth too. And there's a City of Brass, but I guess my mana is fairly decent. I think I like Lingering Souls more than Big Elspeth. Firstly, I have like a couple Planeswalkers, and this card is so good on its own. It's very good with Windburst Kites. And secondly, there's a chance Elspeth comes around. If she doesn't, there's also a Wormcoil Engine in this pack. 6-drops aren't that hard to get, but really good 3-drops are a bit challenging. Oh, we're probably not main decking this Carries out. So we have one sideboard card right now. Embercleave. Yeah, we should have been aggro, but that's okay. We can take Blightstep Pathway. That'll give us black-red mana. We can maybe pick up Blessed Alliance, Lyra Dawnbringer, Mimic Vat, Doom Whisperer. How would even play? But I'm just really enjoying the prospect of having like perfect Mardu mana. Here we could take Rip Apart, or we can take Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone's pretty good with the couple Planeswalkers we do have. Sarah's Emissary is also good, but that should come around. I'm just going to take Rip Apart. This just like kills anything that's problematic. Ooh. 3 mana Teferi. I think it... this is hard. No, I'm not playing 3 mana Teferi. I'm just going to take a Johnny Vengeant. I absolutely love this card. Probably more than I should. I think the responsible play is like Forked Bolt and then Wheel a Johnny, but Johnny's too sick to pass. He's just one of my favorite Planeswalkers. He's not in the Vintage Cube anymore. He just does so many things, and his ultimate is so sweet. Here, there's Blood Crypt that makes our fetches quite a bit better. There's also Flametongue Yearling and a Bloodchief's Thirst. We're gonna take Blood Crypt. It looks like our colors are very open. Ooh, Skyclave Apparition, Martial Coup, and things like Gifted Aetherborn. It looks like our colors are super open, so we're just going to try and maximize the value of each pick. And this is something that I think really helps you level up your drafting. I hate that phrase, level up your drafting. It helps you get better at drafting as you're progressing from being a beginner. It's like, normally you're like, oh, I have to take the best card every pack. And that's true, but you have to remember you only get to put like 24 playables into your deck. So any playable you take outside of those 24 are pretty low impact. Like you might be able to sideboard them sometimes, but what's going to have a bigger impact is using some of your picks to get playable land cards that will affect your deck. Yeah, I'm just going to take Skyclave here. Because now, you know, suddenly your deck has good mana and good playables, and it's just way better that way. We can take Sacred Foundry and just have the perfect mana. Yeah, this looks really nice. Sunlance is good. Gonti is fun. Koth, I actually do have some mountains. Kroxa does give us some late game, but Kroxa is good when both the discard and the life matter. If you don't really care about your opponent's life total, which this deck doesn't appear to be, I think Kroxa is just much less good. So I'm just going to take the cheaper spell, because my things are tending towards getting a little bit expensive. I could take Gonti though. Gonti is pretty sick, but I have so many 4-drops. I need a better curve here. Find Finality, Sweltering Sun, Siege Gang Commander. I do like Siege Gang. And I'm going to get more effects like Sweltering Sun. Siege Gang is actually a pretty decent finisher. Here is Mimic Vat. With all this removal, Mimic Vat does get really disgusting. There's also Blessed Alliance to gain life, kill big stuff. Right now I only have removal spells for small creatures, but I think Mimic Vat is just such a good win condition. Those of you who are doubting it probably have never played against this. Imagine like we play Siege Gang, sacrifice him to his own Mimic Vat, and then suddenly we just have 3 mana, make a Siege Gang commander and some goblins, you can sack them. Like, just this combo alone is sick. But then if your opponent plays like Muldrifter, or they evoke a Muldrifter, you get it under Mimic Vat. You can like, it's any creature that dies, you just get it back every single turn, like a Wormcoil Engine. I believe this even stops their death trigger. No, it doesn't say instead. You just exile the Wormcoil from the graveyard. We could take an Oblivion Stone. That will be useful in some matchups. I could take Immerstorm Predator. Card's pretty weak, and I don't think Frenzy works so well in like a deck full of reactive cards. We could take O-Stone. Declaration in Stone gives us a more cheap interaction. I'm not playing Kenra, so I guess I'll take a Maelstrom Pulse in case. Who knows if my mana gets good enough. Like a Westvale Abbey and this card, which I'm not playing. I could see main decking Westvale Abbey. It is a way to turn on Windburst Kites. Ooh, Chandra. So notably, Big Elspeth did not come around. I'm not too devastated because now we just have 4 mana Chandra. We might Wheel of Vindicate, or Overgrown Tomb does let us cast Maelstrom Pulse, but let's just take the Chandra. Mono Planeswalker Control sounds fun to me. Here's Journey to Nowhere, Thoughtseize, Incinerate, Yanalar. I look to be a bit more tap out control. Although Incinerate, Journey to Nowhere does not trigger Mimic that, so that's a little bit like something to note. It's also pretty bad with Oblivion. Whoa, that was something fell. It's pretty bad with Oblivion Stone too, right? Because this destroys each non-land permanent. So I'm just gonna take Incinerate. Instant speed and all that. Ooh, Kolaghan's Command. I love Treasure Map. Hard Evidence would be sick. I can't believe Raghavan's in this cube. Just in general, this card is insane. Is he wearing glasses? He is! Aw. You little monkey. I would have liked if his tail was like fanning himself with this. But either way, this card... The art, the more I look at it, the more I'm okay with this card. So Kolaghan's Command gets back Siege Gang Commander, Skyclave Apparition, Goblin Crater Maker. That's probably actually still just worse than Bone Crusher for now. Ooh. 3 mana Chandra, yes please. So she gets back Sunlance, Fatal Push, Bonfire, Rip Apart, Lava Coil, Declaration, Incinerate, Bone Crusher, Giant, Lingering Souls. Plus she can help me ultimate all my other Planeswalkers. That seems pretty good to me. I just have to like keep prioritizing cheap spells. Sacrifice a creature or discard a card to kill stuff. I think we could take Mizzium Mortars. I guess Shambling Vent is another consideration. Having activated abilities on lands is pretty good, and I have 22 playables. So this is again a pickup where I just have enough playables, and I'm just going to take a card that's going to be good anyway. Ooh, Languish is good. I don't actually have a board wipe, so I think we just pick up Languish. We do have a lot of 4s now. Storm's Wrath hits each Planeswalker, which is a bit worse for me. So does All This Dust. That one's really expensive. Young Pyromancer could be good in this deck. I have quite a few spells. I wish it triggered off all non-creature spells, but that's okay. I could take like an Ashiok. I do have 1 Polluted Delta and a Coalition Relic. But I think I'll just take Young Pyromancer for times where I want my curve to be just a little bit lower to the ground. Here I can take an Isolated Chapel. This is like a constructed deck, basically. I think Vindicate, it kills anything versus Hero's Downfall, which just kills Planeswalkers or creatures. Yeah, Vindicate's good. You can also flash it back off this Chandra. I don't think I'm main decking Pyro. Look at this mana base. This is glorious. I'll take a Pia Nalar, actually. I think there are some cases where you will want to be a little bit more proactive. Like, if I play against mono counterspell control... Ooh, we wield Kolaghan's Command. I really like Xenagos too, but K-Command is pretty sick. Yeah, against like mono counterspell control, you're just gonna want to be able to sideboard into aggressive threats. Ooh, Cast Out's really nice actually. I can cycle it when I don't need it. Oh man, Mizzium Mortars. I love this card. Yeah, we'll take that. It's a little bit better than Kitchen Finks, I think, most of the time. Dreadhorde Arcanist is not good here. Neither is Gravecrawler. Although they are both zombies. Ancestral Vision. If I had blue reliably, that would actually be pretty good in this deck. But so here's the situation that I was talking about. I got all of those good playables and I still need to make 2 cuts. Part of me thinks it's Siege Gang Commander. And then I could run oh, whoa. I need to make more than 2 cuts. Never mind. I can sideboard out Bonfire the Damned for now because I think Languish is a bit better overall. And I also have Mizzium Mortars. Like if I'm trying to cast a big spell, this does the same thing. I could get rid of Declaration in Stone. Mimic that Skyclave Apparition is going to be so much fun. So this goes here. I do think I like Phyrexian Arena. Although, I guess my deck is essentially just red-white. There's like 2 double black cards. I think Phyrexian Arena is fairly important. I mean, my mana is so good. I'm going to have black mana. I don't think that's too concerning. And I don't like the Exile effect because they get a clue. Also doesn't trigger Mimic that. I guess I can... O-Stone is all non-land permanents, so we'll just get rid of O-Stone. I almost want as Westvale Abbey in my deck, but I already have Phyrexian Arena, and my mana base is relatively painful. So that's fine. Triple Swamp seems really aggressive. How many do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources? I think I just need like 1 swamp. Red sources I have... Oh, I don't think I'm triggering Windbreast Kites. Like, yes, I have Lingering Souls, but I don't think I'm triggering Windbreast Kites very easily. So now, white sources I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This mana base is so good. 3, 2, 3. Red sources I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red sources. Oh, I could even get rid of Coalition Relic and then just play Westvale Abbey instead. Because this is kind of an 18 land deck. I have a lot of 3s and 4s. The reason for cutting Coalition Relic, it's good when you have a lot of 5s. When you have a lot of 4s, it doesn't really help you accelerate too much. And my mana base is already quite good, so I'm just going to add a spell land in here. I think. 5 mana to make a 1/1? Yeah, it gives me inevitability. Actually, no, we're just gonna Bonfire. That card's sick. Alright, we'll run it like that. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Ezra Goffer? Ezra Goffer? I don't know how to say that. I almost want to be on the draw with this deck, but it is so possible to get overrun that we'll be on the play. We're gonna lead with Isolated Chapel turn 1. This gives us the most plays going forward. It does expose us to Wasteland, but that's not in Modern. So, not worried about that. They're playing green. So we're going to go with a turn 2. One-Eyed Chandra. I never noticed she had one eye until I looked really closely, and I was like, wait a second. Something's wrong with her. Scavenging Ooze is fine. So let's just go ahead and rip apart the Ooze. Because we can get a mountain off Bloodstained Mire. And then flash it back to kill something else with Chandra. And I actually don't want to draw land, so I will fetch end of turn. And we're going to get Blood Crypt or Godless Shrine. No, I need red. I already have double black, so we'll get Sacred Foundry. This mana base is like actual constructed level. It's just so good. So let's go this Chandra. They don't have Mana Tithe or anything. Make some elementals. And I'm actually going to play the Swamp untapped. This lets Crater Maker protect Chandra. If they have like a Goblin Rabble Master. Rekindling Phoenix we could just cast out, that's fine. Polygon's Command is pretty good, so let's just do this now. Get rid of that. Play Blood Crypt untapped. I'm just gonna make elementals. Keep attacking them. If they have a way to kill the cast out, maybe that things could get a little weird, but I think we have enough burn. Yeah, that's just game. They're clearly playing creatures. I did think of one thing with Nahiri. I kind of want to have Siege Gang Commander in my deck. So we'll bring it in. I don't know what I'm getting rid of yet. I like cast out versus the Phoenix. Yeah, we'll just get rid of Bonfire. I don't know. Seems fine. Ooh. I'm gonna keep this hand. I don't love it, but they appear to be not super aggressive. Oh no. Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. Ragavan is so nasty. I was literally in the middle of saying they're not super aggressive, so it's probably fine, and then they hit me with the monkey. And they hit my Crater Maker? Unreal. That's like one of the only possible cards they could have cast in my whole deck. Alright, well, we do have Kolaghan's Command, so that helps a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Flametongue Yearling. Okay, I hope they cast it. They don't. So I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay. Pokemon exiled Blood Crypt. I draw Lava Coil. There's like a lot of problems here. Like I need to kill Ragavan, but then I take 5. But yeah, I think this is my only shot at this. So we're gonna go Mountain, Polygon's Command now. Kill their treasure, kill Ragavan. Next turn I need to draw like a 1 mana play. I guess I played the wrong land because now I cannot Vindicate and Fatal Push. Oh. Okay. Okay, their deck is aggressive. I should not have kept this hand. Am I dead? Yes. Exactly. What was I drawing? Sacred Foundry. Okay, we're bringing back in Bonfire, cutting Siege Gang. Their deck is disgusting. Any other removal? No, I think this is fine. Alright, we're on the play. Let's do this. Going first. Yeah, it's got Vindicate, Languish. I guess I don't have white mana here, but that's okay. Play this tapped. Hoping for... Actually, at this point, I'm almost hoping for a turn 1 Ragavan. Okay, they don't. I guess they could dash Ragavan. That may or may not have told them that I have Bonfire the Damned in my deck. Okay, they're doing nothing. The more turns go by with them doing nothing... Why couldn't they have done this last game? I had the perfect hand for a late game... Oh, they're missing land drops and discarding to hand size? Acceptable, acceptable. Okay. Well, I'm winning by default if they're just discarding cards here. There's our Godless Shrine. Not really in any rush, so we'll just play that tapped. What a weird matchup. Okay, so let's put a stop here. We're just going to incinerate this before they get a token. Mountain. I could have let them attack me and then bonfired, but I think bonfire is going to be good in the future. Rekindling Phoenix. I guess I probably do want to cast out that, but I'm going to wait and see what I draw. Because well, 2-3. Can't really do both. Let's just do this. Needleverge Pathway. I will play this as a white source. Next turn. If they do play Planeswalker, I can bonfire for 4. Goblin Rabblemaster's fine. Okay, this is a lot of land. Languish. Play Polluted Delta. Pass turn. Look at how beautiful this mana base is. They don't do anything. That's good? Maybe? I have nothing? Oh my gosh, never mind. This mana base is terrible because I draw my swamps. But then I draw a Johnny and I can't complain anymore. Play him. Uptick on the forest. Please just don't kill a Johnny. That's all I ask. Don't have Hero of Oxid Ridge. Primeval Titan is not ideal, but we do have a lot of ways to kill it, so that's fine. And they don't have any specialty lands, which is good. Ooh. Mimic Vat seems pretty good. And here's the beautiful power of Mimic Vat. I just get infinite Primeval Titans. Vindicate this. Well, yes, I would like a Primeval Titan in my Mimic Vat. Keep your forest tapped. Thank you very much. Can you beat the Primeval Titan army? The answer is no. They cannot. Ooh, and they only did 2 damage to a Johnny. Big mistake. So we can Mimic Vat this dude. Get some lands. Shambling Vent. Isolated Chapel. Attack with Primeval Titan. Easy ability, yes. Get more lands. Secret Boundary. Mountain. Not paying life. They take 6. Then, here we go. We get to Mizium Mortars the Inferno Titan. And then downtick it with a Johnny. Why, yes, I would like to take your Inferno Titan into my Mimic Vat. Thank you. And now, I can get an Inferno Titan. That's a pretty good card. I also have Bonfire for just like a bajillion damage. What was I drawing? They won't show me. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Kev1414. This hand looks keepable enough. We're gonna fetch a Godless Shrine here, I suppose, and Sunlance the Monastery Swiftspear. Having Bonfire in your opener is never like what you would hope for, but it's not that bad. What are you doing here? Alright, well I guess we take a little bit less damage. Sunlance you. Next turn we can Bone Crusher Giant without taking damage, and then we can Vindicate. We can just get basic Swamp with Polluted Delta. Please hit something good. Alright. I just hit a mountain. Well, I can no longer get Godless Shrine for Skyclave, but I think we're just gonna stomp the Abbot. I'm not gonna stomp immediately because if they play Goblin Rabblemaster here, I would like to kill that instead. Or Legion Warboss. Both of those seem worth killing over other stuff. Take some damage. Polluted Delta for basic Swamp. Hopefully I just draw land and then I don't have to worry about anything. Perfect. This enters untapped. Just play, let's see, if they have a burn spell they can burn my Bone Crusher Giant and that gives them prowess. I think I'm actually, this is 4 or less. Yeah, let's just Vindicate. Let's just play Bone Crusher. Or wait, no, I could just Bonfire for 1. Play Bone Crusher. They can't kill Bone Crusher, this is the best. I only take 3 if they do kill it. And this makes things worse. They do exert, so I take 5 down to 10. Okay. On untapped land. I think we're gonna Skyclave Apparition the On-Crop Crasher. Although that gives them a 3-3. Because right now I can Bonfire for 2 very soon. Yeah, let's Apparition. Exile the important one. Play Polluted Delta. Hold back 2 blockers. That's why we do that. So Kenra makes... Interesting, makes that one unable to block. I guess they maybe have a burn spell? I feel like they wanted Skyclave to block, because then they get a 3-3. Alright, let's fetch a Blood Crypt. Tapped. Draw Incinerate. So... this has a flashback of 6. I think for the sake of mana, how do I want to play this? I can ECD the Earthshaker Kenra. I don't have to worry about it coming back. They have 3 cards in hand. I have Vindicate, Bonfire, Incinerate. If they play specifically Flamewake Phoenix, I guess I'll be a little bit sad. This seems probably worth doing. Because they could just as easily have a ton of burn in hand and then I'm in trouble. What? I hate this card. Alright. Never mind, it's 3 or greater. It's the opposite of Skyclave Apparition. Well, I feel a bit silly now. Attack here. Yeah, that was so stupid. This was a bad turn. For many reasons. They get a 3-3. Yeah, I just thought it was going to go away. They play Hero of Oxen Ridge. Now I'm in deep trouble. Okay. Well, there are better ways to play this. Block here. Actually, I guess I block here and then Bonfire away the rest. Bonfire, them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 2. Play this as a red source. I'm at 2. I mean, they can probably just burn me out. I have to remember this does different things. Let's get back Bone Crusher Giant. It is a 5-4. I could cycle Cast Out. We'll just keep it in hand. Okay. Languish is fine. Attack the opponent for 5. If I still win this, that would be impressive. I would need them to whiff on burn for like many turns. They also have not cast a burn spell yet. Alright. I mean, we'll keep playing this, but it's not pretty. So I need to kill both of them, and then I'm going to lose to their land next turn. We cast out the giant. Then I guess I just have to main phase Vindicate the Lava Claw Reaches. That seems like not exactly where I want to be. Kill this. So now I have to draw Nahiri and then downtick on my own cast out. This would have been a lot easier if I had played this better, but that's... Oh right, I'm just dead. Okay. Right. Okay, we're gonna play this better. Post sideboard, Siege Gang against the red deck seems decent. Honestly, Karizev being a 1-3 blocker is also pretty good. What don't I like? Actually, they're all pretty good. I think I just cut Languish, because it's a little bit hard on the mana. Phyrexian Arena is also a little bit sketchy. I guess I just cut that. Go first. Okay. Keep having Bonfire in my opener, but it's not that bad. Let's lead on Shambling Vent. Bloodstained Mire can fetch a basic mountain. Swift Spear is fine. Ooh, Nahiri is good too. So let's play this. I can decide whether or not I want to Incinerate. Kind of it depends on if they play other creatures and what the toughness of those creatures are. Right now I will just take 1 though. Phyrexian Revoker. They can name my Bloodstained Mire, so let's just fetch. And I don't really need more black, but I guess I don't really want to draw a Blood Crypt. I'll just get basic mountain. Elspeth Sun's Champion, okay. Also I guess Shambling Vent does hold these creatures down once I get up to 4 mana. I'll take a draw step. Okay, I only have a single red, so I can play Galdish Shrine tapped. And see how much damage they do, because I really would just like to Languish everything away. So I think I just take the hit for 3. Hope they just follow up with something that's not Rotting Regisaur. Never Annex, or another non-token creature you control dies. So we're going to Incinerate the Annex. They get a Satyr. Then we get to play this land and Languish away the creatures. I just have to remember that this is 3 or greater. Here comes Frostodon, which we don't care about. There's our land. So now, I guess we just ECD this turn. And then I can Nahiri uptick discarding Chandra, and then I can get Chandra back off Elspeth Conquers Death. Yes, and Zealous Conscripts is gone. A lot of good things here. Never mind, we're discarding Siege Gang Commander. Play Nahiri, uptick, discard Siege Gang. Yeah, because getting Siege Gang in on... Ooh, and I can Sunlance this. Nice. Go ahead. Their non-creature spells are more expensive. Nahiri is very hard to kill. We're going to get a giant army. And this is Elspeth Conquers Death played properly. As opposed to last game. They do hit a land, so... Rekindling Phoenix is like moderately scary. Which of course they have. But if they do attack... Oh, never mind. We're just golden. We always have it. Cast out the Phoenix. We make some things. I think I want to discard this Bonfire. Polluted Delta can grab red to cast Chandra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast out the Phoenix. Play Polluted Delta. Pass turn. I can't ultimate Nahiri. She doesn't actually do anything, but they don't know that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If they're using their turn to char Nahiri, that's only good news for me. Okay, if they're killing her completely, that's a little bit worse. But they have one card in hand. Are these are elementals, not goblins. Let's get Blood Crypt. Ooh, clever, okay. They still take a bunch of damage though. Let's go Chandra, make some elementals. Hit our opponent for 5. Opponent has one card in hand, and they are dead. Ooh, Rip Apart's good too. Make some elementals, attack with Shambling Vent. Stomp them. Alright, game 3. We're on the draw, which is a bit worse, but I feel like overall our deck is quite set up for this matchup, so let's run it back. Alright, game 3. Stop with the bonfire! It's been in my opener every time. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I can go Blood Crypt into Isolated Chapel and just hope they don't have Ragavan. Okay, they don't have any turn 1 play. Okay, Blood Crypt tapped. I mean, Bonfire still has a chance of being good against like Earthshaker, Kenra, and whatnot. So let's Polluted Delta. The problem is the fetch lands do end up like hurting me over time. This is gonna grab Godless Shrine. This play is a little bit greedy, but we're just hoping they play another X1 like Phyrexian Revoker. Okay, well, we can Sunlands that. Godless Shrine, pay life, no. Okay, Sunlands this. Isolated Chapel, go. Next turn I can Chandra into Sunlands if I want to. Ah, it's the Phoenix! That's a problem. Okay, Bonecrusher Giant helps. Mountain, so... Problems that don't even really want the Earthshaker Kenra dead. We're gonna ECD the Rekindling Phoenix. So I guess for max mana efficiency, we're going to Chandra plus Sunlands the Earthshaker Kenra. That way they kill... Well, if they don't kill Chandra, that's fine, but we are going to get Chandra back off Elspeth Conquers Death. So this is like potentially a gain 4 life play, because otherwise I wouldn't really have a place to kill her. I'm a bit worried about the Earthshaker Kenra flashback though. And I also desperately hope they attack my Chandra, like really, really badly. Just attack Chandra and then do nothing. That's all I can ask. No, they figured it out. Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. So they can cast creatures with haste? I don't think I can win now because they... Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try. I don't think I can win from this position. Just all of their stuff is haste and 4 toughness, and that's just so much to deal with. Exile the Phoenix. I mean, I could have gone Stomp the Chainer. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that could have been possible. Like, Stomp the Chainer and then play Bonecrusher Giant as a blocker. Okay. That's 7. If they have 2 burn in hand, obviously I lose, but please kill Chandra. You know you want to. They're thinking really hard. So next turn I can go Stomp the Chainer. Yes, they're killing Chandra. Okay, that's good. I never thought I would be so happy, but that's 3 extra life. And it means I probably don't die next turn. And if I just draw a Languish, Shambling Vent honestly isn't that bad either. So I can go Bonfire for 2 doesn't really do it. So let's Stomp the Chainer and then play a blocker. If they had done this the other way, I would just lose. Right, if they just cast Rampaging Ferocidon. Then we play Shambling Vent. Oh, okay. Good games. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Chai Treebs. Let's see if we can get the 2-1. We should be able to. This hand has all of our colors. We're on the play. I'm a gambling man. If we draw a 3rd land, this hand's so good. We get to go like Mimic that into Vindicate into like doing something, I don't know. This is why I said it was, oh no. This is why I said it was kind of a, not the winning line to go for control versus mono red is basically aggro has the initiative. Yeah, everyone's playing mono red today. Earthshaker Kenra. I mean, if we can just hit a land and play Lingering Souls, that would be good. Mimic that also does deal with the Earthshaker Kenra. Come on, deck. Untapped land. Languish. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, the mono red just has the initiative, so you can keep a 2-lander. Like, there's less variance in your draws. You're just going to play aggressive creature into burn spell into aggressive creature. When you're playing control, you're playing a reactive deck, and you have all these cards that, like, are good in certain situations. Plus, you could also get mana screwed. Land? Oh, okay. It is land. Like, what's happening to me now? So even if your deck is, like, constructed perfectly, you just run into situations where your cards don't line up with what they're doing. Whereas burn, like, incinerate is just going to be good if you're killing creatures or burning face. And it's cheap. Purphoros is a problem. I can hit that with Elspeth Conquers Death, but if they just go like Siege Gang Commander, that's going to be pretty bad. So I don't think I have time to play Mimic that first. We're just going to get down Lingering Souls. Polluted Delta can grab Blood Crypt, and then we can hopefully Elspeth Conquers Death the Purphoros before anything gross happens. Okay. Glowbringer's good. That means we're just going to have to Languish probably, and then still take a whole lot of damage. So we block here for maximum prevention. There's really no world in which we're going to survive next turn. Blood Crypt, no. Right, we're going to 6. They can hit us for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3 off Purphoros. We just draw Crater Maker, so Languish. Go ahead. I mean, if their literal only play is Mishra's Factory plus pump off Purphoros, and then we draw Elspeth Conquers Death, there like is a tiny glimmer of hope. But they didn't pump, which means they have a follow-up play. Okay, we're down to 1. Ah, they misread the card. Oh no, never mind. They didn't. Okay, we're dead. Purphoros does finish the game. Okay, playing against Burn. Yeah, we're just... I could bring in Young Pyromancer, but I think we're just fine. Like, our main deck is decent against Burn. I guess Nahiri could have also dealt with Purphoros. What? Get out of here! Oh my gosh, Bonfire of the Damned. This card is the bane of my existence right now. It's been in my opening hand like every single game. Oh man. Okay, I don't have any turn 1 plays. So we can Bloodstained Mire. I need double red. They have Swift Spear. Sure. So I think this is going to be a Blood Crypt. Actually, double whites. Let's see. Gideon. I haven't seen Gideon this whole league. Godless Shrine gives me... Or Sacred Foundry means that I can play Needleverge Pathway as red. That seems actually pretty good. Next turn, yeah, I play this as red and then I can stomp the Swift Spear. Okay, red. Stomp. This. Last turn. We're hoping to get up to a Johnny mana. Ooh, Polluted Delta. Yeah, I think I'm going to take some damage here, but I have the initiative. Let's grab Godless Shrine and play Bone Crusher Giant. Because we need, like, there are some black spells we could draw. A Lightning Strike, the Bone Crusher, that's fine. Any land, we could just a Johnny down their mountains. Ooh. Okay, Bonfire will clean that up eventually, I guess. They just discard lands. This deck is cursed. Rip apart this. I guess actually I'm supposed to Skyclave Apparition that, because that puts something in play for me, and it exiles their Seasoned Pyromancer so they can't flash it back. Definitely something to consider. This opponent respects and knows the 3-mana Chandra, so I think we're just going to Apparition the Chandra. That way they can't, like, Lightning Strike Apparition. Kenra can't block, that's fine. Nahiri can exile the Kenra, which is actually fairly good. It can also exile Purphoros. Fatal Push. Actually, Nahiri goes down to 2. Yeah, let's get down Nahiri. Because I'm at a healthy 11 life total, that's pretty high. And exiling this just means I don't ever have to worry about it. And I'm just going to hold back Skyclave Apparition on defense. Because Nahiri is pretty important. Glorybringer, Zealous Conscripts. They can steal Nahiri, exile Skyclave. Or that too. They kill Nahiri. Okay, this isn't so bad. All to 8. Museum Orders. I think I need to a Johnny to gain life. I would hate to get burned out from this position. And now I'm going to attack because Glorybringer would be pretty scary. Okay, Rekindling Phoenix is annoying but actually beatable somehow. Especially if I draw land. Okay, so I can go Chandra, Downtuck, and then Fatal Push the token. Johnny is going to tap down their mountain. Mountain, Chandra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Downtick here. Fatal Push this. Apparition. Attacks. Because I do need to finish them off, right? Like, I don't have infinite life gain. And they would have to draw a land, and they didn't have Glorybringer last turn, so it's very unlikely that Glorybringer comes down. What? So last turn, rather than playing Glorybringer, killing my creature. This card's disgusting. Still beatable, but I can't believe they actually had land Glorybringer. They're attacking. Who are they attacking? A Johnny. Okay, well I can uptick Chandra and Mizium Mortars. They have one card in hand. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I bonfire? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm one short. Let's do this and see what it is. Incinerate? No. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mizium Mortar 6 kills everything. Then pass turn. So we have to keep in mind they can make 2 1/1s at the end of turn. They draw Purphoros? Okay. So I need to kill them very quickly, because those 1/1s are going to be problematic. Chandra uptick. Phyrexian Arena. That seems like a bad idea. Right? I do need to draw to Elspeth Conquers Death. I was supposed to side out Phyrexian Arena for a creature here, because they're at 10 life, and like Purphoros is going to kill me eventually. I think I do actually cast this. Like, I need to draw an answer to kill them, because Purphoros is just inevitability. They can at least hit me for 4. And if they drew like a bunch of token makers... Bergie... Okay, Bergie seems worse than just getting back Seasoned Pyromancer. Unless they have another play. Char? Okay. Am I dead? I go to 5? I'm fairly close to being dead here. If I go to 4, I'm actually just dead on board. Wow, they had the nuts. Lingering Souls into Blood Crypt. Alright, Chandra, give us the goods. Sunlance, I mean, I can kill Bergie, but I just died to them flashing back. Unless they don't know about the Seasoned Pyromancer, maybe? I can, like, Lingering Souls with flashback. So they would be at 8 life right now. I think I actually just punted this game away by playing Phyrexian Arena. Because I just die here. And I would be at 5 life. And they would be at 8. I would hit them with the spirits. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Man, I cannot believe this deck went 1 and 2. It was good. I mean, we fought mono red, which is always the hardest matchup for burn. This should have been Siege Gang. Yeah, I don't know. It was a fun deck. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.